So this right here is going to be another video by Meta Goblin, by the way. It is a different sort of preparation guide for the Burning Crusade, because, I mean, by now you've probably seen 100 videos on prepping for TBC, things you don't want to like mistakes, don't make these mistakes, prepare this now, do this now. This is a really short video. It's titled Minimal and Fast Method to Get Ahead for TBC's launch, basically doing the bare bones preparations to still feel like you're prepping if you have limited time or don't want to do like a lot of prep, right, for TBC. It's important to, like for me, I'm trying to prep, but I'm trying not to burn out as well. If you burn out on TBC before TBC is out even, that is not a good deal, right? Either way, let's check it out.
So this quest prep guide is a little different to most of them out there. Yes, there's a guide out there that will get to like level 62.5 before you even go through the Dark Portal, but the time spent preparing those methods, it's much longer than it would take to actually get to level 62 just normally leveling in Outland. So theoretically, they don't really...
Wait, what did he say, by the way?
It would take to actually get to level 62 just spent preparing those methods. It's much longer than it would...
Yeah. No, he's right about this one. I was gonna say, did he say that turning in the quests would take longer than getting to level 62 in the Outlands? Because if so, that is wrong. These guys that have done this pre-quest step, by the way, which you can have if you have rested XP, for example, link down below, hashtag shameless sellout, but you can probably go from level 60 to 62 in about 1 hour of handing in everything, which nobody's going to get to level 62 in 1 hour by just questing in Outland or dungeon farming in Outland. But what he means here and what he said is that, for example, right now, if you're doing the full prep, let's say it takes you 20 hours of gameplay. In Outland, you can probably do 3 hours per level, so 6 hours. So then the question is, do you want to spend 20 hours now or 6 hours in TBC, right? This is usually how prepping works. You spend way more time right now to save yourself a little bit of time when TBC comes out. It's usually something like 5-to-1 ratio. So every 5 hours you spend right now saves you 1 hour of time in TBC. That is usually how the prep works.
Take to actually get to level 62 just normally leveling in Outland. So theoretically, they don't really save time. Their purpose is to get ahead of everyone, okay, which is fair enough, but that is also pretty pointless unless you're going for the world first level 70, which I presume 99% of people, well, 99.9% of people watch this video are not, okay? And because raids don't release on launch, it's even more pointless than asking a hunter to not need on a shield. So this is my minimalist approach. No time wasted for time invested. You can get the quest immediately, no need to farm items or do chain quests, and they can be accepted by both the Alliance and the Horde. So this guide is applicable to everyone. The principle is pretty simple, you complete high level 60 quests, fly around turning them in, getting XP, while everyone else is like, they can't even fly to Frauma or Honor Hold because the Flight Master is totally laggy and bugged out again because Blizzard can't seem to figure out how to do a TBC launch. Even though this is like their third attempt, but who knows?
Yeah, this is like the third attempt at TBC only. I mean, I feel like it just gets worse and worse and worse every time they try to relaunch something. I don't know.
There's maybe third time lucky. Firstly, we do quests in Silithus. There's one in Ungoro if you need it. We hearth to Winter Spring. Are you okay? Sorry, the dog's whining. We hearth to Winter Spring. There's a few quests to turn in there. And then we get an extra free to pick up for Divino Snowden, whatever her name is. And then you can also get the quest to pick up the firewater item there if you want, okay? But again, you don't have to min-max all this crazy stuff, okay? And then Horde, you go to Orgrimmar, okay? Buy a portal to Undercity or get the Zeppelin. Alliance, fly to Darnassus to get a portal to Ironforge, or fly to Darkshore to get the boat to Menethil. Then we fly to Eastern Plaguelands, we turn in all the quests there, and then there's some extra quests here you can also turn in that they don't require quest items, so that you can get some extra quests turned in over the level, the 20 quest cap. Also, the Scholarmance and Strathome quests, if you haven't already done them, they are very, very lucrative and will push the amount of XP you're going to get using this method. Then we're going to go to Tyrion, turn in his quests, then to Scholarmance, turn in Scholarmance quests, if you haven't done them. And then we're going to turn in any other quests that we picked up in Western Plaguelands. You will see these on the list, obviously. And, you know, there's a few other quests that you can obviously obtain from the Bulwark or Cheerwind Camp, which are obviously faction specific to like bulk out to, you know, getting 20 quests. And that's it, guys. You know, very quick, very simple, probably going to get you.
So basically, he has done the same things that I'm doing myself on my rogue, but I've been cutting out the winter spring part. And the reason why is just to have less downtime. If I go away from the video for a second, I can show you guys my rogue, even though I'm smelting right now, so I can't really show you the entire quest log, I suppose. But yeah, basically I have EPL, Skolomans, Silithus, Stratholm, and Western Plaguelands. I only have 19 though, out of 25 quests, so I could go and do the winter spring part as well, if I have 6 more quests. The only thing is I've already done most of winter spring while leveling. So yeah, we have a couple of quests here that I can pick up and do, and hand those in and get even more experience as well, in the winter spring for example. But in that case I would want to use my second account and portal myself. The reason why I've done it a simple way that I have, only focusing on Silithus and Plaguelands basically, by doing Skolomans, Stratholm, Silithus and Western Plaguelands, is that way what I'm doing is starting by handing in quests in Silithus. So I'm simply going to hand in everything I have here. I also have the 10 Silithid texts as well that I can hand in Silithus at the same time. And I do get 2 very juicy follow-ups in Silithus that I'm going to do really quick. Takes like less than 5 minutes for another 25 to 30,000 experience while by doing so. So I'll do that quest, and then I'm going to Hearthstone to EPL or WPL, and I'll be handing in, like for example at WPL we have the Skolomans quest to hand in, we have these 2 right here, just some extra experience right here as well, we have the camp itself, and then we fly to Eastern Plaguelands and we hand in everything here. Here I also have these quests, you can see the ones to hand in, the 30 Crypt Fiend parts, the 30 Core of Elements, the 30 Bone Fragments, we have all of those as well ready in the bags, so like basically a bunch of turn-ins, right? Is what I'm doing here. And by doing this, I'm not going to get to level 62, not even close. I'm probably not I'm going to be about halfway to 61, perhaps. But I can get a little bit of experience, get a little bit ahead, and then this will take me probably less than 10-15 minutes to hand in everything, and then we go to Outland. So just minimal amount of time wasted, but get a little bit of prep done, is usually what I've been doing here, and honestly, I think it's going to be okay. I don't need to do the whole pre-quest level 62 thing, and also I've been leveling this character the last month or 2, right? And I didn't really want to not do quests to like save them for TBC, so I ended up questing to level 60.
About half a level, maybe a little bit more. There's a reason. Then from there, what I'd recommend for you to do, no matter what, okay, is to get summoned immediately to Hellfire Ramparts or Blood Furnace and start getting, you know, getting those dungeons grinded. There's a reason why you should be grinding the dungeons first before you do anything while leveling in Outland. And I'm going to have a very important video about that coming very soon. It's about the most efficient and enlightened way to level. So be sure to subscribe and, you know, check that out. Also, if you want to subscribe, you will get immediate access to the entire quest list that I've made for this video, so that you can follow along. And if you want the optimal leveling route, level 60 to 70, you have to check out Realistic Speed. It's literally made by the world record holding speed levelers in the game, so they do know their shit. And it's also a great way to support the channel. I would really appreciate it. But anyway, guys, my name is Metagoblin. To my next video, ciao.
Wait, I went to the wrong screen.
Solheim was right.
Alright, dude. That was a great video, by the way. Very good video. Minimal prep, I like it. Minimal prep, at least you get something done, and you don't have to waste a bunch of time right now in the pre-patch to save yourself some time in TBC. Like, if you want to prep more, absolutely go for it, but one of the things that I'm preaching here is don't burn yourself out in a pre-patch. That is honestly not the best idea. So, for me, I'm doing some prep, but not doing too much, and basically it looks like he's doing something very similar, even doing a little bit more questing than I'm doing, and adding one more step to it, but hey. Very good video. Let's see if I can get my last skill point in mining here, from Smelting Mithril. For anybody who's leveling up mining, by the way, in the pre-patch, you can do so many skill points here by simply smelting. I've been smelting all the way to 225 skill so far, and it's cost me like, what, 30 gold? And honestly, I'll probably get most of, if not all that gold back when selling the bars. So you can skill up mining basically for free. Pretty cool, can I say.